You're back, and we're back because it's the early late night live show. We're on every Wednesday night from 7 to 8. Thank you to the cast and crew for showing up and talking a little bit about the film. It won't be the last time that they come on the show. I know we can't get rid of Kate, but she. but let's give a hand to Mitch Fortier, who found out at the last minute that he was going to be interviewing. So
thank you very much. It was fun.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
So, yeah, and you're not like me. You're not a million words a minute type of situation, you know? Like, I got so many words, there's always something that can be said.
It takes me a really long time to formulate words, so I speak slowly so I don't have to formulate as many.
Well, you see, so you're thoughtful about that. No, seriously, like, you're thoughtful about what you say. You know what my dad always told me? Shut up. Okay, so moving on.
I see you took that to heart.
Walk softly, carry a big stick. That's what my grandpa used to say.
Talk loudly and forget where your stick is. All right, well, anyways, it's our favorite segment of the show, Trailer Trash, in which we review trailers, and then we decide whether or not we like them, or we decide we're going to trash them. If you can't figure it out by the name, that's what it is, you know. So, Arnie, what is our first trailer of tonight?
Well, our first trailer tonight is Downton Abbey, because there's actually like a theme tonight.
Yeah, there is actually like a theme tonight. Okay, so
hence the bow tie.
Yes.
Have any of you guys?
And the silk.
Is there anyone who's
hanky that
fans
almost is
of
useless.
Downton Abbey? Peggy, you actually are a fan.
I actually watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bella made me do it.
Your 13-year-old niece made you watch the show.
She's a black belt. Come on.
All right, all right, all right.
She'd be small, but she'd be fierce.
Yes, all right. Renee, you're a fan of the show?
Heck yeah. I can't wait for this movie.
Okay, you're not gonna like these reviews then. All right, there's anyone else watch? Anyone else watch?
Yes, I did. I watched the entire series.
Did you watch it with Renee or my niece?
I don't have a 13-year-old niece who has a black belt, so. But I had somebody in my life who, I don't know, honestly, I just like period pieces in general, so I was interested
This one's
from that
gorgeously
perspective.
shot.
And I like lifestyle pieces and things of that nature too, so this was a peek into the past, and
Okay.
It's very historically accurate. But shall we roll it?
Yeah, let's roll the
And then,
beam footage. Yes.
All right, so it's actually already rolling. So Downton Abbey stars Hugh Bonneville. Let me see if I get the names right. Elizabeth McGovern and Maggie Smith, who's like my favorite person of all time.
Okay.
And it's the continuing story of the Crawley family, wealthy owners of a large estate in the English countryside set in the 20th century. And this little write-up doesn't do it justice because it's actually about a dinner party. The king and queen are coming to Downton Abbey and they have to prepare for it.
Yes.
So basically, it's exactly like our movie, except the complete opposite.
Like, yeah, it's about royalty coming to dinner and they're trying to prep for it.
Right. So
That's the plot.
that's why, yeah, basically. And there's a shot coming up where they have to bring in the old butler, and he strides up like
he's Batman. Like,
I know, like his coat flapping in the wind, like he's gonna save this dinner party, and all I could think of was you, because you totally did that too.
Yeah. I
But
come
we
in.
can't talk about our movie
Yeah,
yet.
no.
We have to talk about Downton
I don't think
Abbey.
he starts a riot. I don't think he's.
I would be surprised.
Yes.
Peggy and Renee could speak more to that.
Yes.
than
All
me,
right.
But
Okay. So let's, Mitch.
I forget his name, the guy. Yeah, this is the scene right there.
yeah,
right?
this one here. See, like he's
Yeah.
striding up, like he's gonna save this dinner party. Yeah, look at that.
I forget his name. The older butler that retired and whatnot.
Carson.
Mr. Carson, thank you.
Carson.
So anyways, I really like his character in general because he's just so proper and whatnot and old school from that era. Like it's trying to find out, like my grandparents, right, grew up in the in the 40s or in the 30s or whatever the case may be, and then to see his character that way and how he portrayed it was kind of interesting. Anyways, so looking at the trailer and watching the trailer and having seen the entire series, I was pleased to see all of the original cast members that, for all intents and purposes, were there. So that was cool. And then it had the same feel. It's got the same look. It's going to be very reminiscent. So the trailer is definitely playing all of its cards towards the audience that watched the series.
Yes, definitely.
So from the perspective of the fact that I liked the series, I kind of going to probably watch the film at some point in time.
Okay.
I'm not
You
going
have
to
to.
go
You
out
have
to a
to see
theater.
if this butler guy saves the day.
I want to see what they did and what their thought process was. Or figure out what the results were from going from a series and all the storylines, how much of them played out, and what they did with the film. So.
All right. Arnie, your thoughts on this trailer?
It's gorgeously shot.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeously shot. There were scenes where they were like showing teacups, and I'm like, oh my God, I want those teacups. Like, it's just so beautifully shot. It's definitely geared towards I think, towards the fans, because there wasn't really much in there that made me think, oh, I have to see how this turns out. Because I don't care if it looks good for the King of England. I'm sorry. I just don't. But it is gorgeously shot, and the music's amazing. And the period detail is really, really good. So I will give it all of that. Except there's not enough to grab me.
Okay, so I saw this trailer, and I saw it when it started up, and I watched it through, and then it ended. And I thought, when is the actual story going to when's the point of this movie going to come up? Come in.
I asked myself the same question.
Yeah. All right, into play, because right now it just looks like an advertisement for a resort at this castle. Like, that's what.
Which it could be. I mean,
which it could be, and I would be interested in going there.
You can.
I probably could. Yes, I'm sure I could. I also the way they did the royalty thing. Okay, I'm gonna just stay calm here. All right. The way they did the royalty thing was okay. They did this they had the royal the car pulls up, the doors open, but you don't actually see their faces, and then you just see the back of them, as if it's gonna be a big reveal. It's gonna be two old actors from England. This isn't real royalty. So who are you trying to hide?
Well, do
who
we know
could that be?
We
Right.
could have gotten Kate Middleton to go.
It's
Let's be fair.
Who is this suddenly going to be? Oh, the camera's going to pan around, and it's still the same old farts you thought it was going to be. I don't get that part about it. Now, granted, I've seen one episode because I was also in a relationship, not anymore, with someone who was a big fan of this show. Now, I didn't really like the episode, and I sort of expressed those feelings about it. Matter of fact, I almost threw my shoe at the TV. I really got mad because some guy got killed off who seemed like a really nice dude, and the way they played it off, it was they're teasing you, and they're being just jerks about how they're going to kill this guy.
Was this Matthew car accident?
I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
car accident. Yeah, that guy. And they're like, hey, guess what? You really like this guy? We're going to kill him. I'm like, well, thank you, Coen brothers. Why are you doing this? So that's where, that's how, that's sort of how I felt. We broke up soon after that. I have no idea if there was a connection between this.
Funny story, I actually spoiled that for my coworker, because when that was happening, I was reading a lot of British magazines. And the British, it debuted 6 months before it came here. And this friend of mine came in and said, oh my gosh, I just love that latest episode of Downton Abbey. I said, yeah, weren't you sad when Matthew got killed? Because I just read this review where he had gotten killed, and the person was like, oh my God, I'm not in an episode yet. How could you? They stopped talking to me.
This show has ended so many relationships. I don't see why.
KJ's ways of how to win friends and influence people.
Yes, yeah.
It was not a good day.
So there's it's beautifully shot, but there's no.
The trailer plot.
But
is
I
weak,
believe
for
that
sure,
house was used in Jeeves and Wooster,
There's
which was
the house-
another inspiration for the dinner party.
Right. Yeah. So let's
Interesting.
let's go and let's run around. So I think he's hey, I'm excited, but I probably won't see it. Hey, it looks nice, and I probably won't see it, and I definitely won't see it. Is the ratings right now.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Well,
So
Bella wants to go see it in the theater. She threatened me too. So
what the hell's the matter with our niece?
So I may end
All
up
right.
going to see it because she threatened me.
Okay, let's turn the camera to the audience. How many of you guys have seen the trailer by the show of hands? All right. How many of you guys, by our review, actually care about seeing the trailer? There we go. All right. They're not getting any extra views because of our show. We're getting pulled down from the air. So how many of you guys actually want to see the film? Ken, why are you raising your hand? What's the matter with you? All right. Put your hand down.
He's afraid of Bella too.
Yeah.
You should be.
Yes. Okay. Anyways, Mitch, your rating?
I'm like this.
Okay. Arnie, your rating?
Yeah, probably that, because it's more like this.
Okay.
It's really
all right.
beautiful. I wish I could shoot things like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm okay, one thumb down because I just don't see the point. The second thumb is down because I know I don't see the point. And so, yeah, it looks nice, but I've seen, cop car looks really nice. I don't like it when the flashes are on behind me, though. That doesn't necessarily mean I want to see one around, though. All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh my God.
Let's move on.
I mean, how can you possibly make a film about people going to dinner?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
By the way, what's the name of the next trailer we're reviewing?
It's actually called The Dinner Party.
Oh, okay. Let's roll that
And
trailer.
we're going to give an unbiased opinion. By
Gonna
which
give
I
an
mean
unbiased opinion.
totally
Okay. All right.
biased.
Let's roll the trailer, please. All right. Okay. A weird name for a company. Here we go. Are you ready for a night of no sophistication. All right.
Are we
These
gonna-
are two of the ugliest people I've ever
Oh
seen
my
in my
God,
known
man.
existence.
You talking about your sister there.
All right. Yeah. Let me see. Is that ugly dude again? Wow, some nice dresses there. Yeah. Yeah. The dresses are nice. All right.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. So
There's two little robots that sit in the audience and they talk about a film.
that's pretty much what we're doing,
So I feel like we're doing it
right
right
now.
now.
You know. There's a goofball.
Oh my
Okay. All right.
So anyway, The Dinner Party is a new movie coming out from Narrow Street Films. Right now it's in film festivals. Well, it's on the circuit right now.
We're trying to
And-
get into a film festival.
Circuit.
Yeah,
That's a window
please
for
take our
being-
film into a film. No, it's set in the early 1900s in America, and it's about a mill owner who's looking for a loan, so he decides to throw an elegant dinner party. Only everything goes wrong,
Yep.
and it's a comedy.
Yes.
So
A period piece, pretty much
beautiful
like a
synopsis.
musical.
Why, thank
Well
you.
done. It's like you knew, like you
it's
know
like I
the
knew
film or
about it.
something.
Yeah.
Musical comedy without the music.
Right. That's how I sold it to people.
It was funny because we were discussing this really quick. I was saying, well, it's pretty much like Jeeves and Wooster, and I got a lot of blank stares. I said, okay, well, it's kind of like the importance of being earnest, and I got a lot of blank stares. Like, all right. And I'm thinking, I think a lot of old crap that people just don't watch. Like, that's kind of how I took it. And so then, but luckily people showed up and made the movie. So,
Yeah.
Mitch, since we really can't comment on this, all right, clearly this is more entertaining than Downton Abbey. Not shot nearly as well, and it has some buffoon pretending to be Irish, but that's, you know. But,
Right.
By which he means him, not you, Peggy.
yeah. I was talking about her.
So unfortunately, I didn't get to see hear the trailer as clearly as I wanted to when I was able to watch it. But looking at it, I was seeing how they seem to be a lot of different characters and really nice costumes. And
Thank you, Boston Costumes.
absolutely, and what looked like to be a pretty neat set. And so, based on what I was seeing, the characters, there was plenty of opportunity for shenanigans and misunderstandings and just weirdness. I'm just looking at my bow ties a little. There you go.
The biggest comment we
Woo,
get
I
from our
want to
director
spin.
is
Can we
stop
spin?
looking. Yeah. The biggest comment we get from our director is stop looking at yourself in the viewing monitor. That's what we get
awesome.
all the time. But yeah.
I was hoping the trailer would pop back up, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we could probably tell Dan to play the trailer if he wanted to, but yeah.
Well,
And,
I think comparing it,
Like,
it absolutely stands
well,
up to
that's what I,
Downton
like,
Abbey.
you know,
It has like probably 1% of the budget, and it shows. But I mean,
1%, like way
Like
less than 1%.
1/1000th of a percent.
Yeah,
One episode
probably.
of Downton Abbey cost $1 million to make.
Did it really?
£1 million, which is a little more than $1 million US.
We spent
Wow.
a grand,
A
I
little
think, in
less
this
than-
movie.
we spent $3,000 on this.
$3 grand in the movie?
Yep.
Okay.
So-
It took us $3 grand to make it? Yeah.
So,
It's awesome.
yeah, but
Yeah. So,
It looked like it had all the elements for an entertaining evening, and having seen the film, I would agree with that.
and by the way,
So-
so this is the script, just so you guys can see. All right. You get a visual representation of the script. This was 110 pages, and we did do it in 4 days. That was the goal. I mean, it was my idiotic idea, but that was
Yeah, it's,
partially based on we couldn't afford the costumes for a third weekend, and I didn't want to deal with her for a third weekend, so that just
Wow.
was sort of like,
I was sweetness and light the entire time,
yeah, you know.
except for maybe 2 minutes.
I said, let's try making a film in just 4 days. It'll be easy with one location. Yeah, not when there's like 20 cast members in the script that's like this.
you'll learn. Although you guys pulled it off, man. The thing's it's in the can. So
Yeah.
Yeah. They can. So, anyways, we'll be giving you guys updates for the dinner party. Thank you for indulging us for
But
this
we have to
episode.
do it.
do we have to?
Oh yeah, do you have to do a thumb? 2 thumbs. Aww. 1 thumb in the eye. There we go. All right, let's do the audience. Okay. Be honest, not just because you're in it. Some of you.
By
all
which I
right?
mean, don't be honest at all.
No, be honest at all. Let's give a rating. What's the rating for the trailer? There you go. This is really awkward.
Well, there we go.
Yay.
Kate's like, I want to be cast again. Thank you guys for indulging us. We'll be right back. When we come back, anything goes with Mitch, and we have no idea what's going to happen. So
Yes, you do.
I do?
I wrote it down. You didn't read
On
the
the schedule.
thing.
I still have no idea what's going to happen.
And it still didn't get communicated.
All right. Okay. Whatever. Just because I don't read things doesn't matter. Cut to the break. We're right back.